2026 and 2027 are about to redefine what an RPG can be. We're talking Witcher 4, Divinity, Exodus, games that are going to push every console to its limits. But which ones should you be watching? We've compiled the 10 most anticipated AAA RPGs that are going to absolutely dominate the next 2 years. From vampire-slaying dark fantasy to sci-fi stories 40,000 years in the future, we're breaking down everything you need to know before these titans release. So stick around, this is Playable Memory, and you're not going to want to miss this. Rebel Wolves, a studio founded by veterans of The Witcher 3, is about to release one of 2026's darkest, most brutal action RPGs, The Blood of Dawnwalker, coming September 2nd, 2026. Here's what makes this game so compelling. You're a vampire protagonist in 14th century medieval Europe. This isn't some glamorous, sparkly vampire fantasy. This is visceral, gritty, handcrafted dark fantasy where every sword swing feels weighted, where every combat encounter tests your skill and reflexes. The devs have stated this game is built from the ground up with atmosphere in mind. Imagine The Witcher 3's mature storytelling meets Souls-like combat mechanics. You'll navigate a living, breathing medieval world where NPCs react to your choices, where the consequences of being a vampire, a creature of darkness, actually shape how the world treats you. The setting is brutal European medieval landscapes, windswept cliffs, crumbling castles, dimly lit villages where danger lurks in every shadow. And with Rebel Wolves' pedigree, having worked on one of gaming's greatest narratives, you can expect storytelling that hits different. Available on PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC on September 2nd, 2026. This is dark, this is refined, and it's absolutely worth your attention.
You're not the only one wanting to see Brent's turn to ash. We're in for a rough time. Follow me and do your best to survive.
It's easy to go a step too far. Go down a path you can't turn back from.
I think it's high time you tell me what the hell is going on.
In the end, it's every man for himself.
As I see it, we're both far beyond redemption.
Doesn't mean we should kill people on a whim.
I'm just trying to save my family.
Good. Bad. Fairy tales. People tell themselves to preserve their sanity.
From Archetype Entertainment, published by Wizards of the Coast, comes Exodus, a story-driven sci-fi RPG set 40,000 years in the future. Early 2027 release. This game is ambitious in every way. You're not getting a typical space opera here. Exodus is built around deep, choice-driven narrative where every decision ripples through the story. Think Baldur's Gate 3 level of narrative freedom, but in a sprawling sci-fi universe. The team at Archetype Entertainment is bringing some serious talent to this project. We're talking experienced RPG developers who understand how to craft immersive worlds and meaningful character interactions. The story focuses on survival, exploration, and what it means to be human when you're this far from home. What's fascinating is that Exodus will launch day one on Xbox Game Pass, and that's a huge signal about Microsoft and Wizards of the Coast's confidence in this title. On PC via Steam and Epic Games Store, plus PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S. This is a game designed to be played, experienced, and discussed. The premise alone is magnetic. 40,000 years in the future, humanity's last hope for survival. A journey across uncharted space. And the weight of that responsibility rests on your shoulders. This is sci-fi storytelling at its finest, coming early 2027.
But with the right ship and the right crew, you could save all of us.
I was on an alien world. Felt like I was finally doing what I was made for.
Thank you, Jude.
We are the defenders of Leiden's future. And we will fight to protect it!
The fight for survival has consequences. How far are you willing to venture? How much are you willing to sacrifice to save your world?
Damn, kid. No pressure there.
In Exile Entertainment, the studio behind Fallout New Vegas, is crafting Clockwork Revolution, and it's steampunk chaos done right. Late 2026 or early 2027 release window. This is where Old West meets steam-powered machinery. You're in a reimagined frontier where technology has evolved alongside civilization, and everything is up for grabs. Clockwork Revolution is fundamentally about player freedom, the kind that New Vegas made legendary. The narrative structure is built on consequence. Your choices don't just change dialogue trees. They reshape entire factions, economies, and storylines. Side with the corporate machines or fight for the common people. Your decision will echo throughout the game world. This is what In Exile does best. Stories where you are the driving force. Combat is deliberate and tactical. This isn't Twitch-based action. It's strategy-driven warfare where positioning matters, where every weapon choice has weight, and where your character build directly reflects who you've chosen to become. The world itself is a character. Industrial smokestacks, clockwork mechanisms everywhere, trading posts bustling with life. And with over a decade of experience polishing open-world RPG design, In Exile has learned from every lesson. Available on PC and Xbox Series XS with Day 1 Game Pass access. This is 2026's answer to, what if we took everything that made New Vegas great and evolved it for next gen? Expect tactical brilliance, narrative depth, and a world that genuinely reacts to everything you do.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Ah!
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy! There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no! I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing bed of peaches!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed. Let's go and end a few arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell ya, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Now let me alone and piss off!
Play it day one with Game Pass.
Neon Giant are launching No Law, a first-person open-world shooter RPG. Imagine GTA's freedom and chaos, but from a first-person perspective. No Law is set in a dense, vibrant cyberpunk city where you're a criminal operative with one goal: survive and dominate. The city is your playground, or your graveyard. This is a game about roleplay taken seriously. You create a character, develop them through actual gameplay, and watch them evolve as you make decisions that matter. Steal a transport truck? That's actual heist gameplay. Take out a rival gang? Combat that requires real skill and strategy. Negotiate with a faction leader? Your stats and charisma determine the outcome. The first-person perspective is key here. It grounds you in the world. Instead of watching your character from above, you're living inside this cyberpunk nightmare. Every weapon feels different, every encounter is personal, and the world feels genuinely dangerous. Neon Giant's background on cyberpunk means they understand cyberpunk aesthetics, neon-soaked streets, and that gritty, lived-in feeling. This game looks to capture all of that while building something uniquely its own. Coming 2026 on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X/S. No Law is for players who want crime, chaos, and consequences, all from the immersive first-person perspective. One More Level, the team behind Ghost Runner, is bringing Valor Mortis to October 22nd, 2026. And this is a first-person Souls-like that absolutely refuses to hold your hand. This is what happens when you combine fast-paced, skill-based action with the methodical, punishing design of Souls-like combat. You're armed with medieval weapons, facing down enemies that will shred you if you make a single mistake. But that's the point. Every victory feels earned. The first-person perspective makes this uniquely claustrophobic and intense. You see through your character's eyes, feel every impact, witness every death up close. Combat is rhythm-based. Parry, dodge, counterattack. Timing is everything. Boss encounters are tests of pure skill and pattern recognition. What's refreshing is that Valor Mortis doesn't try to be Elden Ring. It's building its own identity. Medieval, intense, first-person, and absolutely punishing. The environment design is tight and purposeful. Every arena, every corridor is designed to teach you something or test what you've learned. One More Level's experience with Ghost Runner means they understand tight, responsive controls and high skill ceiling gameplay. Valor Mortis extends that expertise into Souls-like territory. And the result looks tight. Available October 22nd, 2026 on PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. This is for players who want challenge, precision, and that rush of adrenaline when you finally defeat that impossible boss.
PlayStation.
Game Freak, yes, the Pokemon studio, is stepping into AAA console RPGs with Beast of Reincarnation, launching August 4th, 2026. And before you dismiss this as Pokemon but bigger, listen. Game Freak has spent decades understanding creature design, party systems, and character progression. Beast of Reincarnation is their answer to what happens when that expertise meets a proper AAA action RPG budget. You're caught in a cycle of reincarnation, and the game explores what it means to repeat, to learn, to evolve. There's a philosophical weight here, themes about growth, about becoming something greater. The narrative isn't just about saving the world, it's about understanding your place in it. Combat is stylized but challenging. It draws inspiration from Souls-like design. You need to learn patterns, react precisely, and understand enemy behavior. But it's wrapped in Game Freak's signature polish and charm. Boss fights are designed to be memorable, epic encounters that test both your skill and your strategy. The creature system is where Game Freak's expertise shines. You're not just controlling one character, you're managing a team, building synergies, and discovering unique strategic combinations. It's deep, it's rewarding, and it showcases why Game Freak is legendary at systems design. Day 1 on Xbox Game Pass, plus PS5 and PC, August 4th, 2026. This is AAA console gaming. This is ambition backed by legitimate expertise.
PlayStation.
From developer Push-On comes Alkahest, a first-person dark fantasy action RPG that's building directly on the legacy of Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Here's what makes Alkahest special. It's not trying to be Dark Souls or Elden Ring. It's carving its own path, grounded medieval fantasy where alchemy and swordplay define how you approach every encounter. Your spellcasting matters, your positioning matters, your build matters. The first-person perspective is crucial here. You're inhabiting this world, not observing it. When you swing a sword, you feel the weight. When you cast a spell, you see it ripple through the environment. It's immersive in ways that third-person games struggle to achieve. The world design is meticulous, handcrafted, detailed medieval environments that reward exploration. This isn't procedurally generated. Every corner has been lovingly crafted by a team that understands medieval architecture, medieval life, medieval danger. This is a love letter to a specific type of RPG, and it's being crafted with genuine passion. Paraglacial, founded by ex-Grimlore Games developers, is building Fatekeeper, a first-person action RPG with Dark Messiah DNA running through its veins. Early access coming late 2026. This is medieval fantasy swordplay done with genuine care. You're armed with a sword, shaped by magic, facing challenges that demand both skill and clever positioning. The combat is reactive. You learn enemy patterns, exploit weaknesses, adapt on the fly. What's fascinating about Fatekeeper is its commitment to handcrafted design. This is a team that believes in detailed level design, meaningful exploration, and combat encounters that feel personal. There's a talking rat companion who's somehow both hilarious and charming. There's environmental storytelling that doesn't require dialogue trees. There's character in every design decision. The world is reactively built around you. NPCs respond to your choices. Quests branch based on your actions. The narrative respects player agency. You're not following a predetermined path. You're carving your own. Combat is deliberate. This isn't about reflexes alone. It's about positioning, timing, resource management. You're encouraged to experiment. Use magic creatively, combine abilities, think strategically about encounters. And when you succeed, it feels good. Paraglacial is bringing genuine passion to this project. Fatekeeper is for players who want immersive first-person action, meaningful progression, and worlds that feel genuinely alive.
Let him go for now, youngling. Let's see what this place holds.
Youngling, do you know my age, rodent?
Your years mean little. This is your first vigil. Thus, you are a neophyte, whether you enjoy the title or not.
Duruko. Do Sotomakun. Varam K. Gata. So Mintan. Santo kakoran shippa. Sentu nema kun. Kitoma. Uchi kitoma. Labok. Solgo fan kurabakut. Tankle. Rutakarun vushoklitantifa. Zendakal maritom. Kontaktu. O tu makumbak druoko. Krotuka Koranchi, Faluma Kokre Oritoma. Takarun Kao Dokushi, Washikotan. Utan Ketoanshi. Utan Fatekeeper.
Larian Studios just announced Divinity. Not Divinity Original Sin 3, just Divinity. And this is Larian's most ambitious project ever, 2027 or later release. Sven Vinke, the creative director, stood on stage and said, "We're putting everything we've done over the last 30 years into this game." This isn't hyperbole from Larian. This is a studio that's proven they back up their claims. Baldur's Gate 3 proved they could deliver on promises of unprecedented scale and player agency. Here's what makes Divinity special. It's a turn-based CRPG, built on Larian's proprietary engine with brand new rules systems. It's not Original Sin 2 Part 2. This is something fundamentally new. Set in the world of Rivellon, yes, but exploring new themes, new mechanics, new possibilities. The scope is staggering. No release date. But the team's confidence suggests late 2027 at the earliest. PC, PS5, Xbox Series XS. Larian didn't need to announce Divinity yet. They're confident enough to show it early because they know what they're building. Divinity is the game that proves Larian isn't a one-hit wonder. This is a studio that understands RPG design at the deepest level, and they're not holding back. This is required playing. After nearly a decade since Witcher 3, CD Projekt Red is returning with The Witcher 4. And this isn't just a sequel, this is a generational leap. 2027 or later, here's what we know. You're playing as Ciri, Geralt's adoptive daughter. She's no longer just an honorary witcher. She's completed the Trial of the Grasses, undergone the mutations, and is now a full-fledged witcher with her own path to carve. This isn't fan service, it's the natural evolution of the story. CD Projekt Red is building this on Unreal Engine 5 in partnership with Epic Games. This is a custom-built framework designed from the ground up for open-world storytelling. The visuals we've seen in tech demos are nothing short of stunning. Nanite geometry, ray-traced lighting, next-gen fidelity that's pushing hardware to its limits. The team has grown to over 400 developers. This is one of the largest projects CD Projekt Red has ever attempted. But it's not just about size. It's about ambition. They're building a trilogy, Witcher 4, 5, and 6, all planned for release within a 6-year window. This is the start of something massive. What excites fans most is the narrative promise. CD Projekt Red has a track record of delivering stories that hit hard. Stories about moral ambiguity, about consequences, about the cost of power. Witcher 4 continues that legacy, but with Ciri as the protagonist, we're getting a fundamentally different perspective on the Witcher universe. Coming 2027 or later to PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. Witcher 4 is the game that reminded the industry that CD Projekt Red belongs among gaming's elite storytellers. This is required playing.
Chosen she is, by the gods!
No! You chose her. Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself! Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
to the woods. The chosen one. His tradition.
Oh no, no, no.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
There you have it, 10 games that are going to define RPGs for the next generation. From dark medieval fantasy to vast sci-fi narratives, from Souls-like brutality to story-driven choices that matter, these games represent the absolute peak of what RPGs can be. The Blood of Dawnwalker is dropping September 2nd, Beast of Reincarnation in August, Valor Mortis in October. And then we're looking at 2027 and beyond for the Titans, Witcher 4, Divinity, Exodus. These are games worth waiting for. These are games that will consume your life. Which one are you most excited about? Drop your pick in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive breakdown, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our full gameplay analysis, reviews, and breakdowns of these games as they launch. This is Playable Memory. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.